Wir sind hier gerade auf der Drill Ranch in den Afi-Bergen. Das liegt im Cross River State in Nigeria. Und diese Drill Ranch ist wirklich was ganz Besonderes, denn hier leben die seltenen und stark vom Aussterben bedrohten Drillaffen. Neben den Drillaffen gibt es hier noch ganz viele andere Tiere, also es ist echt ein besonderer Ort. Und das ist auch der Grund, warum hier vor vielen Jahren dieses Conservation Camp gegründet wurde. Wir nehmen euch heute mal mit und zeigen euch alles ein bisschen. Das Gebiet der Drill Ranch umfasst 1,5 Quadratkilometer. 1991 wurde sie von 2 Overlandern wie uns ins Leben gerufen. Damals lag der Standort noch in Calabar, etwa 8 Autostunden entfernt. Dort befindet sich auch heute das Hauptbüro. 1996 wurden dann die ersten Drills auf die Ranch in die Afi-Berge gebracht.
Hier direkt neben uns ist einfach auch einer. Auf der anderen Seite vom Zaun. Tja, so schnell kann es gehen. Zack, ist der da drin.
So many of these drills were seized from the illegal pet trade. Often the mothers or members of the group will be killed for bushmeat, and then they will take the infants and sell them into the pet trade. So many of these were seized from that, and they are brought here so they can live in sort of semi-wild conditions. This is their natural habitat, and these enclosures are very large, so they're able to forage for natural food, and as close to wild as we can get them. To live out, the remainder of their lives. And then many of them were actually born here as well. So different ones, different drills that were taken from the pet trade have since had their own offspring. And so there's subsequent generations here now. The reality is that there's really not a lot of great habitat left for the drill. So even if we were to take these drills and release them into the wild, there's not great quality habitat for them to live in. There's a lot of pressure from humans hunting and deforestation, the logging industry, illegal farming. So really, we kind of joke that these fences aren't so much to keep the drills in, but to keep humans out so that they can have sort of a peaceful life as close to natural as possible without the fear of humans coming and hunting them again. Often, parts of this group will sort of split and go out, and they can actually stay out for days at a time. And so at that point, we don't know, if only some of them return, we don't know if maybe one was killed, maybe they ran into some wild drills and decided to stay. It's really not clear. So they could absolutely have been killed by neighboring communities. And that is likely that that's happened at least once or twice. Yeah. We've had drills who left for a while and came back and had snares trapped around their wrists or their ankles, and luckily the vet team is able to dart them and get those removed. But so that's just more evidence that when they leave, they are really at risk.
So like laying traps is a thing, right?
Yes, yeah, little wire traps. And even our eco guards, our forest guards who go out every day, they come back. Anytime they see a trap, they'll collect it. And sometimes they'll come back with like handfuls of traps that they've found in this area pretty close by.
So like compared to other monkeys,
they're endangered. So the IUCN has listed them as endangered. I believe the number is around 3,000 to 4,000 left in the world, and there are 600 of those are here at Drill Ranch in this kind of semi-captivity. And that includes, they're only in this region of Nigeria, a very small part of Cameroon, and then Bioko Island off of Equatorial Guinea. So in those 3 places, there's roughly, around 2,500 to 3,000 living wild. yeah, I know this is, if you want to see a drill, Bioko Island or here are kind of the only places you'll really see one. Would be pretty incredible to see one in the wild. Yeah, there's a lot of limits to what we can do. I think the project does a really great job of sort of keeping these ones as healthy as possible and setting things up so that if there are big changes in the government, in the local community, that these drills are sort of ready to go if they can be released at some point in the future. But yeah, there would have to be pretty big changes in policy for that to ever happen, and particularly with the economic condition. There's just such a high benefit for people for logging and for illegal farming. There's a much higher financial benefit there for them than just to conserve the drill. So, you know, not that we want to like change traditional like indigenous practices, but if we can kind of move away from the ones that are very harmful to wildlife, I think that is a really great strategy. And you know, yeah, we don't want to come in and say like, you're wrong, change everything, be like us. But I think if it can come from the communities too, if they can see the value in something and decide, you know, for themselves that they want to change, I think that's really valuable. I mean, I think, you know, a place like this, if we could get tourists coming out here to come see the drills and spending money in the communities and, you know, hiring guides to take them out on walks and hikes and things. But I would love to see some sort of, you know, tourism industry boom in Nigeria, or some sort of safari industry would be
And also
amazing.
like the nature is like really, really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, but I never would have come here unless, you know, I was coming here for work. I don't think I ever would have thought to travel to Nigeria because, right, I've been warned against it, and it was so hard just to get here.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful, yeah.
And also I think like the information about this place that many people don't know about it. Like,
Yeah.
many people don't know about the drills. They don't know about
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even, yeah, the Cross River gorilla is, yeah, a subspecies of gorilla that is only found here. And I'm a primatologist, and I had never heard of it until I'd been here for like a month or something, and someone mentioned it, and I was like, how did I not, you know, I study primates, how do I not even know that there's an endangered subspecies right here? Yeah, people just don't know, yeah.
Hi guys, can I come in? Can I?
This is the food court, and the animal normally eats all the food, as you can see. We used to give them different variety of food: banana, orange, avocados, and those are the avocados.
Wow, so many.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Those-
How much food is it?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes like tons, like 1,000 kilos, sometimes 500 kilos of food we buy from the community daily. So, so people farming from this side, some of them tends to bring their goods and sell it for us here in camp. That's why you see some local people coming around. So if they bring, we have to scale the food, and we have a price list here where the farmer itself can also know how much we are buying. We scale all our food just for us to know the amount of money we are spending. So right now, this is orange. A kg of it is 30 naira. So I'm going to press the scale now. And we have 38. So I'll put here orange. Giving us on 1,140. So that's what I'm going to pay.
hier oben ist das Büro. Hier unten ist der Solarpark. Das Wasser für das Camp kommt aus einem Brunnen und hier über die Solarpaneele wird der ganze Strom, der benötigt wird, erzeugt.
Today we are going to Brancho. We're going there to buy animal food, and we're going to meet a lot of people. We have a lot of suppliers, old women, young children. We also need the villagers to benefit from us and to also know the importance of the projects. You understand? Staying here in this place, it also requires that people around us should know the importance of this place. Not only that, we are also trying to see how we can assist them and they assist us in the projects.
Die Drill Ranch ist hier in der Region der größte Arbeitgeber. Zum einen eben, um auf der Drill Ranch direkt zu arbeiten, aber eben auch, um Fressen für die Affen zu liefern. Und auch abgesehen davon, ich meine, der Wald wird einfach geschützt, wovon ja die Menschen hier langfristig gesehen auch auf jeden Fall profitieren. Und wer weiß, vielleicht kommt ja in der Zukunft auch immer mehr Tourismus hier in diese Region, was natürlich auch wieder einen enormen Mehrwert für die Bevölkerung in den umliegenden Dörfern bedeutet. Wir sind jetzt in Buancho angekommen und jetzt schauen wir mal, was es da alles heute für die Affen zu fressen gibt.
Beatrice bouquet. Okay. She has pawpaw to sell. Okay. Pam. Okay now. All right, Michael. Pam. Muye. Have about 412 kilos of food, which I bought as in plenty varieties of food, different kinds of food, papaya, banana, alabianca, figs, vegetables, oranges. And I think I'm still expecting more people to come with more food. I think it's a good benefits in the community, most especially for the women, because they are the ones selling the food mostly.
My name is Ani Asukwansa. I'm a drill keeper. I'm an animal caregiver, animal activist, wildlife conservationist, and name them. So I've been working here since 2007. So my main responsibility here is to care for the drills and their wildlife habitat. Of course, I also work with other animals also that comes into the project maybe. Yeah, everything here I do here is about the animals. My main duty here is basically, mainly focused on the drills. So I love them, especially, the males, the beautiful color that they have on their buttocks, and also their social life, depending on how you work with them, and then that will make you to develop some kind of relationship with the animals. And when you have a good relationship with the animals, the animals understand you better. So that is why I love to work with the drills. But obviously, I love to work with the drills more than the chimp. Yeah. Well, basically, I raised this group from Calabar before they moved up to our permanent site. So I raised them. In Calabar is where we have our administrative office. Also have the quarantine area whereby new arrivals, animals who comes into the project newly are being kept for medical screening. And then after that, when we are sure that they are clean, we bring them up to mix up with the existing group that we have here. For the project, things have changed. Management-wise, things have changed. So the only problem we are having is basically these animals were to be released into the wild, but we could not do it because of human activities like logging, bush burning, and so on and so forth. So yeah, but we're having more of them in the project, which some of them like supposed to go, but we still have some of them here, which is very kind of like it used to be like kind of a burden to take care of them, to feed them. So if not for the way the directors are being able to convince donors to be helping with the funding to feed the animals and also to pay staff salaries. So it's a big effort that we are making here to make sure for the survival of these animals. So, but for the moment, also we don't really know how many of these animals that are still living in the wild, but we believe that they are very less. Yeah, I mean, even though what may be happening in the enclosure, one could think that they are happy in captivity. For me, they are not happy because these animals, they are monkeys that cover a wide range of forest. They are semi-nomadic. They move from places to places, but what we are doing, what we can to make life comfortable for them here is the amount of food we give them. So these guys, they don't jump out because they always see their keepers around, and we will give them whatever we can to make them comfortable. So that is what is also helping them to stay in the enclosure. So they don't jump out. Even if the fence is on or off, they don't mind. They just stay in because we give them whatever they need. So in terms of the locals here, well, this place is blessed with this beautiful forest. Unfortunately, not many people, recognize or knows that this is a blessed place. But so we are all human, so humans are different. There are people who are also identifying with us, what we are doing. There are people who are actually against. So humans are difficult. Human beings are very difficult. Yeah, like I said, there are some people who understand what we are actually doing here. Well, there are some who feel, oh, this is supposed to be bush meat. It's supposed to be killed and eat. So, what it's difficult to convince humans why we should preserve these beautiful animals. So, yeah, not many people are happy that we keep this animal. They feel, oh, we're supposed to be eating them. So, but they don't know what the future is. So we try as much as we can also to educate them, like giving an awareness, making them understand why we are doing this. So, well, I think I wish this animal, my major wish for them is for them to live free in a free world. But I doubt if that will ever happen. So it's very sad. But personally, well, I'm still working here. Maybe when my bones are weak, then I will just bid farewell to the. But for now, I'm still here and still fighting and trying to see how the animals can survive and have a better future. Which for me, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. So, as far as human population keep increasing, so that means this animal have a very short, possible hope to survive.